What's up guys, it's Ozzy here. I just watched the Justice League trailer. This thing was crazy. This is exactly what I wanted it to be, and that's exactly what I got, so I'm so happy, and let's talk about this. So the first thing we see in this trailer is Ben Affleck, or Batman, searching for Aquaman. So he's on horseback, he's going to where Aquaman kind of has been spotted before, and that scene looked really cool. I can't wait to see him first interact with Aquaman and see if he's just gonna go out and basically accuse him of being Aquaman right off the bat, or if he's gonna look for kind of signals and do some detective work. We get to see Silas Stone kind of hiding a mother box is what it looked like, and then there was a parademon that showed up, and I just went crazy. I remember reading something about the parademons actually stealing or kidnapping scientists, and I think that's what they were doing. I think they're kind of kidnapping or trying to kidnap Silas and the mother box. In this trailer, there is so many amazing Aquaman scenes. The first one we see, he's jumping in the air with his trident and he just destroys two parademons with one trident. It was ridiculous. And Cyborg is in hiding, which I guess is a nod to Teen Titans with the hoodie. I love little Easter eggs like that because Zack Snyder, he kills it with Easter eggs. I gotta give him that. If he does one thing right, it's Easter eggs. Then we see that Barry and Batman kind of recruitment scene again, which I don't really mind. I already knew pretty much every word that's spoken in that scene by now, besides the "Are you the Batman?" or "Are you Batman?" that Barry says, and I thought that was a great line. Then this was my favorite part of the trailer, is Batman swinging around. I think he's probably grappled onto the Flying Fox, which is basically the Justice League's headquarters that they're going to be using in this movie. So he's flying around, it looks like it's straight from a comic book or the Arkham games, and he just goes onto some rocks, and he basically throws an explosive at a parademon. I love this scene. When I saw it, I literally cried. Like, it was amazing. Then we get to see Cyborg fly in the air, and he actually has a little helmet that gets made from his mother box suit, which I thought was really cool. It almost looked like Iron Man. Then we see the Flash versus the parademon scene, which we've kind of seen before in other teasers or actual trailers. And I can't wait to see the Flash in this movie. I really want to see him just zoom around everywhere and beat the shit out of parademons. Then we come to my favorite line of the trailer, which is when Barry asks Batman, "So what are your superpowers?" "I'm rich." I love that line because Batman, as we all know, does not have superpowers, but these guys probably think he does, like enhanced speed or strength or something, but no, he's just a rich dude with some nice toys. We got to see a bit of Atlantis, so we saw Mira and some Atlanteans kind of floating in the background protecting where she sits on her throne, and I thought that scene was great. I cannot wait to see Atlantis in this movie. Then we got to see a little bit more of the Batmobile, which has been upgraded since Batman vs Superman's actually added more weapons. To be honest, I thought they were going to take out the weapons total, just because Batman doesn't kill, and I thought he was going to learn from Batman vs Superman, but I guess not. He wants to beat the shit out of these parademons, and this looked crazy. The way he can control the Batmobile is so fun to watch. Then we get the Jim Gordon Batman rooftop of GCPD scene, which I've been waiting to see a clip of that for a long time, and it was awesome. A bunch of the League members were on there with Batman, including Aquaman, and he has a pretty funny line that kind of takes a jab, I guess, at Batman and why he wears the bat suit. J.K. Simmons looks like he's going to kill it as Commissioner Gordon. I loved his like old style police kind of little hat. Everything about him being Jim Gordon is just going to be great. He's going to be so intense and so funny. Then we come to the money shot of this trailer, which is Aquaman on the Batmobile, and Batman just gives him the nod, and he goes flying in the air to beat the shit out of more parademons. I gotta say, this trailer was absolutely perfect. It didn't spoil anything like the villain, which I love that they did not show the villain like they did with Batman vs Superman, because honestly, if they didn't show Doomsday in the trailer, I think the movie would have been a little bit better, having that huge kind of moment like, holy shit, that's Doomsday. So they didn't show Steppenwolf, and they didn't show Superman. Those are two things I really wanted them to not do, and they didn't do it, so I'm super happy about that. I want Superman to come back, and I want it to be the first time I see him come back actually in the theaters. I don't want to see him in a teaser or a trailer or anything. And I also don't want to see Steppenwolf. I want to see him come on the screen and just be this huge monstrous bad guy, and everyone just kind of be like, wow. So yeah, guys, that's my thoughts on the trailer. I cannot wait for Justice League. This looks like it will be my favorite comic book movie ever. I'm calling it right now. I just really hope it lives up to that, because from this trailer, this looks incredible. Everything in this trailer I love. There was not one scene, 1 second that I did not like. Comment below of what you guys thought, guys. I really want to know. And also, who is your favorite member of the Justice League? Mine is obviously Batman, and I'd say Flash is a close second, but I'd say in the DCEU, it's looking like Aquaman, to be honest. What they're doing with Jason Momoa, I love. He's just a badass, and in this trailer, he probably had about 30 seconds of screen time in this trailer, and from just that, he looks amazing. So thanks for watching my Justice League trailer review, guys, and if you want to see more, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.